Hello, this is Don with Dynamo Services, and today I want to talk about power washers, pressure washers, and explain to you a little bit about them. First of all, it's not the pressure that cleans the house or whatever you're cleaning, besides concrete. If you're cleaning concrete, yes, you do want a good deal of pressure, but if you're cleaning houses, you want to learn and know, definitely you want to learn and know how to use chemicals, and it will make the job a lot easier, okay? When I first started doing power washing, I got into it it's been a few years now. Honestly, I can say that I've been doing power washing for 4 to 5 years, okay, along with my lawn care landscaping business. And how I got into it was I have this commercial property that I have had for, I would say, 6 or 7 years. And this is a very important story, okay? I have this commercial property that I've been doing for, he was my first customer when I started my business back up in Virginia. And we're going off topic, but I'm getting to, pressure washing. Well, I started with this customer with a walk-behind mower. I started mowing his property with a 36-inch walk-behind mower, okay? I had a full-time job as well. So on Saturdays and Sundays, I would go service this property, and at the time, I got $80 a service. When I was using that 36-inch mower, it took about 3 to 4 hours, okay? But I was making a lot more money than working at a landscaping company, working all day long just to make that $80, okay? So I got into this commercial property, and I was doing him for a year, with that 36-inch walk-behind mower. And the next year, he comes up to me and he tells me he wants to help me out. He wants to buy me a bigger lawnmower, okay? I really didn't put it, that much thought on it. However, I did tell him that, honestly, I really can't afford a mower, and if you want to buy this mower for me and have me pay the payments, I just can't do it, because I would rather take that money, because I needed that income at the time. I'd rather keep that money instead of you purchasing this mower for me and me having payments, okay? So I told him that, and he just told me that he wants to help me out, okay? So, and when I started this property, I would bring my kids to mow the property. I mean, I couldn't always have a babysitter, so most of the time I brought my son with me, and he was probably 2 years old, okay? And I had to bring him with me, okay? He sat in my AC truck while I did this property, and that's just how it was, okay? I had to do what I had to do. And so the next year, he comes up to me and he tells me that he wants to help me out, and he wants to get me a mower, okay? And I really didn't know what he was, I didn't know if we were getting a used mower, a used walk-behind, or what we were actually getting into. In fact, when he told me, I really wasn't that, because a lot of people will tell you something and just not go through with it. So I really just ignored him, okay? Then until he kept on telling me, I want to help you out. So, yeah, one day, me and him went up to the commercial mower shop, and believe it or not, he's the one that bought my first V-Ride. He paid for it outright, and I was very appreciative of it, I was still charging him the $80 a week to do his property because I needed the money, okay? And the only thing he told me was, when you get the money to pay me back, just pay me back when you can. That's pretty much what he told me. Long story short, I've been doing that property for 2 years now, not charging him any money, because I don't need the money at this time like I needed it, 5 years ago, or 4 years ago, okay? So I did pay him back, and he's always asking me to give him a bill, and I just, don't want to, because I know if something happens, that's somebody that will help me out, okay? I took care of him, and he knows I'm good for it. He knows I'll pay him back. So if something happens, heaven forbid, I could possibly go to him, and he can help me. So, let's get back into the power washing talk. So then he purchased a very small power washer, and he wanted me to power wash his store, okay, with that power washer. So I did, and I knew that he wasn't going to use it, he just wanted me to, pretty much he got it for a good deal, he said, and he wanted me to power wash his store or whatever. And I asked him, I said, can I use this, to hopefully get some power washing jobs? And he said yes. So that's how I got into the power washing, okay? Every single thing that I have gotten into, I did not invest any of my money right from the beginning, honestly. I figured out a way to either use someone else's money or just get the lowest grade piece of equipment that I can and, try it out. Because that's the worst possible thing you can do when starting a business, is finance all this equipment, okay? Because I'm telling you, you're going to become, it's more stress-free when everything's paid off, okay? When you have bills and payments, it's, if you don't pay that bill, then that lawnmower gets repoed type of, winter. You have to get a job because you have to pay them bills. It's a lot easier, and you make a lot more money when everything is paid off. I would advise not to put anything on credit. I wouldn't finance a freaking thing until several years go by, until you know that this is what you want to do. So, back to the power washing. So I, used that machine, and it was a homeowner machine, a very low-grade power washer, okay? I didn't know anything about chemicals or what to do. How I did it was I used high pressure and ladders, okay? And a house took several hours to do, okay? But I was making good money, and I knew that I was making more money doing power washing than I am doing lawn care. So I focused, on power washing and getting power washing jobs. And, in the last year or so, I kind of been out of the loop because I wanted to figure out where I wanted to go in this business, okay? And I wanted to still mow grass, however, implement other services that make more money, okay? I was looking into buying Bobcats. I was looking into buying heavy equipment, but I'm never getting calls for Bobcat work, okay? I'm not getting calls to, dig drainage ditches, okay? I get calls for power washing and lawn care, okay? So, if I buy this machine, let's say if I spend $15,000 on a Bobcat, how often am I going to use it? Okay? Because right now, nobody's calling me for Bobcat work. Nobody's asked me about Bobcat work. Now, I don't have a Bobcat, and I'm not trying to find that work. However, okay, how I got into gutter cleaning, how I got into power washing, how I got into these other services was pretty much through my lawn care customers asking me, hey, can you clean my gutters? Or, hey, do you do this? Nobody comes up to me and says, hey, can you do some Bobcat work? Okay? So I was strongly looking into buying a Bobcat. Strongly looking into what I should be doing here. Okay, I want to do more landscaping. I want to do more. I don't want to mow that much grass because this is what it is about the lawn service that nobody will tell you. Okay, you're using a lot of expensive equipment. Okay, so let's think about it for a minute. To have an operational lawn care, your operational lawn care business, okay? Zero-turn mower. Let's say you buy that used for a couple thousand. The truck. Let's say you have at least on the low end, it's going to cost $10,000 to get started on that investment. If you want to do lawn care, you don't have to. But if you want to make it easier on yourself, where you're actually making money, yes, it's going to cost at least $10,000. And you got all this equipment, okay? Your mower's $5,000-$6,000, and you're getting $60 every time you do a visit, okay? Which, if you're doing power washing or other services that the investment is much lower. However, when you do a service, you're getting several $100s, okay? See, that's what people won't tell you about this lawn care business. Okay, yes, there's good money, but the investment is way too high. That's what it is. The return on investment is a lot higher than other services that you could offer. Okay? Gutter cleaning. We do extremely good on gutter cleaning, okay? If we get a 2-story gutter cleaning house, I charge about $200. And I'm in and out, okay? To make that $200, I might be at the house for an hour at the most, okay? And the only investment that I have are my ladders. And my ladders are not that much money, okay? Okay, and I'm making, so you want to come up with other services that you can offer that have a lower investment cost, okay? That's what I would try to do. Know that you cannot do everything. In fact, this power washing episode became different, I'm not even talking about power washing, really. I'm just talking about the service, services in general. And you need to know that you can't offer everything, okay? You can't offer painting and plumbing and lawn care, okay? You need to, I would say, get into a couple services and, really study, about those services and become an expert in those type of services, and then just, go where the money is. Okay, so this last year, this last summer, I was thinking about buying new mowers and new stuff. But like I said, I don't want to make a $10,000 investment just to make, $60. Or, I even have customers, I have a couple customers that pay $100 a visit, okay? And the way to determine your pricing is by the hour, okay? I don't care. Yes, I know you want to do it by the job, but in order for you to make money, you honestly want to do it by the hour, meaning you want to make as most money per hour as possible. So the only way to make money in lawn care is to have a lot of houses grouped together, okay, where you're not driving at all. Okay, that's how you make money. That's how you get more per hour, by doing more houses per hour. But like I said, the investment on lawn care, I think, is extremely, extremely high for what you get in return. In fact, I can't even really think of any other business that has that kind of investment. I mean, it's just crazy to me that we're doing, we have to have all this equipment just to make, $50 a visit, $60 a visit, and free estimates and all this stuff. You call a plumber, they don't do free estimates. You call an electrician, nobody does free estimates besides us. That we're the only stupid idiots that do free estimates. All the other services, they charge. You call an electrician, it's $75 for him to knock on your door. Okay? It doesn't matter what he does. You call a plumber. It's that with any other service besides what we do. Okay? For some reason, we have to do free estimates. So the only way you can go around that is that I'm telling you, you need to come up with prices to give customers before you even look at the job. That's just how it is. Now, I know with lawn care, that is hard, but you can still do it, because I'm sure you have some, I'm sure there is some minimum amount of money that you're making, off of some yard. Let's say the least amount of money is $30. Well, when you get that phone call, you tell that customer, hey, it's at least going to be $30 to $50. Okay? And if they don't like it, I wouldn't even look at the daggone job, because it costs money to do estimates. Estimates are not free to you, okay? It costs money and it costs time, which both sucks, okay? So let's go look at this power washer. This power washer I done got. I think I got a pretty good deal. It comes factory direct. I didn't just buy a power washer. I bought a hose reel. I bought 200 feet of hose as well. Okay, if we just take a glimpse in here, look at that. Now that's a power washer. Okay. And it's also on a skid. It has roll bars on top of here. And it's a Kawasaki engine. It's a Kawasaki carbureted engine, and there's a reason why I got the Kawasaki carbureted engine besides the Honda engine, or the you could get a Kawasaki fuel injected engine. Now, when you buy a Honda engine, you need to understand that the Honda engine is made in Japan, and the parts are foreign. So if you want to get parts for it, or if you need to get service on this engine, on a Honda engine, okay, you're more limited to, let's say, if you have a Kawasaki engine, because all small engine places work on Kawasaki's and Kohler engines. No, in fact, I think this is a Kohler engine. It's not a Kawasaki. So this is a 6 gallon per minute, 4,000 PSI power washer. I really don't know how I'm going to set it up yet. Meaning, I'm thinking about, should I have an closed trailer? Should I have an open trailer? See, my main thing is that I already have a trailer that I can put this on, and you do need a trailer because you need a tank. You need a water tank in order to work this pressure washer, because you're taking so many gallons per minute that a regular faucet, it can't, you're going to burn out the pump. It just can't work. So you need a water tank. So I already have an open trailer that I could put it on, but I'm thinking about just going out and buying a 5x8 enclosed trailer. That way I could put some like some heaters and stuff in there, so nothing would freeze and I can still use it during the winter time.
Fuck around on me, right?
So hello, the ATM. You know, there's a lot of different opinions on walk-behind zero turns or stand-on mowers. And I've owned zero turns, walk-behind, and stand-on mowers. And from my experience, I can tell you that in my case, a stand-on mower, I can do more things with a stand-on mower than I can do with a zero-turn mower. Now that's just in my area. Another thing, if you're doing commercial properties, I would also say that the stand-on mower is the way to go, because you can get on curbs and you can do hills, and you know, through my experience, I wouldn't go back to a zero-turn mower. Okay, and I've been doing this for a long time, and if I would buy a mower, it would be a stand-on mower. It wouldn't be a zero-turn mower. Now, let's talk about your knees hurting and your back. Well, that's a bunch of fucking baloney, because, whoa, I never had an issue. I never had an issue so far with any of my knees hurting or my back hurting, or, I mean, if that's the fucking way you're thinking, I'm sorry, but I think you're fucking lazy as shit. Honestly. If you can tell me that you don't want to get a stand-on mower because your fucking back and your knees hurt, then you need to get out of this business, bud. Because I've been using stand-on mowers for years, and my back and my fucking knees don't hurt. For us, it's a big time saver. A stand-on mower, you're saving more time. It's easier to get on and off of the machine. You save more room on your trailer, okay? Let's say if you have to hop off the mower real quick, it's a lot easier hopping off of a stand-on mower than it is hopping off of a zero-turn mower. And that is my experience.